So I've basically doomed myself because I can't remember. I haven't ended up editing the video together for the last time that I came here, so I can't remember what. Sorry if we've seen this yet, but anyway, here's this very cool, like, cemetery sort of like reaper ghost with a chain in hand. And here's a personal favorite of mine, this gargoyle that is this very like medieval looking, like with the devil tail and stuff there. Got the glowing red eyes. And here's these very Gothic pumpkins with a little skull on them. Alright, there we go. See, and we've got like, it's got almost like little scales. And it's very cool stem. And then we've got this skeleton holding his head. So here's this big sort of urn looking, I'm not sure exactly what you would use this for, but it's this large jar, and there's another one around the corner, I think. It's a different size that we'll also be seeing. And one of these is new. I think it's this one. But again, with the like southern United States sort of estate house thing, and it's like overgrown with moss, which is very cool. Very New Orleans looking with the sort of balcony thing. I'm not sure what technically the name for that is. Then we've got this alligator skull, $24.99. So if you're doing like a swamp voodoo bayou thing, there's so many people here at Saturday and I'm really self-conscious. Here's the smaller one. A little overall shot there. Here's, I know we saw this before, here's this, but it's down now, which I think it was up before, and we couldn't see it fully. Here's this very lovely cemetery angel with a wreath.
This is the one you're talking about the 10-foot posable one?
I like how it's like her face is kind of rotting away like that.
But this box,
I don't know, they have them over there out of box.
that's
It's like subtly creepy.
that's not 10 foot. That thing.
Here's my personal most favorite thing probably that I was waiting to come out.
Scully Jr.
A cemetery Grim Reaper angel with a skull. I can't remember if we saw this before or not, but this goes with that blanket. Into at your own risk. Touch nothing and nothing will touch you. That's pretty funny. In the shape of a coffin. And then there's a bunch of new stuff in this section got all filled out. I'm really trying not to be in people's way. There's like folks everywhere. But maybe let's just start here. We have this perfect Gothic Valentine's Day pillow. Which, if I hadn't gotten the pillow at Dollar Tree, that's the heart pillow, I'd be tempted to get this. It's got this nice lace. I love the font. I love you to death. It's this, like, sort of satiny material. Very cool. And that lady just came and snagged one. Very popular. We have this True Love ingredients with 2 ripe strawberries, 4 heartbroken tears, 9 red rose petals, 1 dash powdered nail, of which 1 clipping of hair from your beloved. Add ingredients and let something for 11 hours. If what you wish is to love forever, drink your brew and close your eyes tight. Imagine your beloved, eyes shining bright. Love exploring? And love everlasting will be yours when you awake. Your heart will never again your heart will never again be at stake. 2 souls on fire for probably eternity. And we've got this Reaper that's breaking out of this book. And then my other most favorite thing, I think they had this last year, but I wasn't able to get it. I never saw it. But this super awesome candle that has these, what looks like, I mean, obviously there's these various, like, alchemy symbols up there, which, if you're into that type of stuff, I mean, some of these are actual real symbols in that, so that's pretty cool. But then this down here, like this witch here, this scene, I mean, honestly, a lot of these 3 witches, are all taken from actual real medieval European woodcuts of witches. Unfortunately, as you'd expect, it was quite literally political propaganda. So like here, originally, like they changed it so it's a different sort of creature down there, but in the original this scene was them offering a baby to Satan, which of course was a big part of the propaganda, that that's what witches would do and things of that sort. But I love these medieval woodcuts of the witches, so this was super cool. And that's a fake candle that has a black flame, so it's this very mystical, very medieval, occult looking candle with those designs on it. Every time I look over and I see this, that guy, I think there's a person over there. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Here are these smaller, there's the big ones down there, and then here are the smaller desktop type. Oh, can I light it up? I guess you have to put the batteries in, but anyway, it's got this like spiderweb motif in there, so that's quite cool. There's no one down here at the moment, so we'll move down. I can't remember if we already saw this cat. I think that's like one of the first things we saw in this line though, so I'm pretty sure we already saw that. It's like if the things are an early thing, sometimes it's like, I don't know, do we see that? Here we have, obviously it goes with the, like that big coffin sign we saw on that blanket that is the like pastel type of colors on it. We have this Southern Gentleman skeleton. And this super cool one that is this, it's black with this very dark black velvet on it, which I really hope that they come out with a tablecloth of this, because I'd love to have that as a background, but I personally don't really have a use for this table runner. We have these witchy pumpkins with their little stems. Another great Valentine's, Gothic Valentine's option here. This beautiful dark blood red container, love potion for afflictions of the heart. With these, I love the bat wings and the font and the skull down there. Look at that nice dark red. I think we already saw those. We have this cute little pumpkin there. Then we have this box, let's get it out in the light a little bit more, that has these beaded spider webs on it. And it almost looks like one of those book boxes, but it's not. And the top is kind of like padded. And then there's these pumpkins down here, but I thought these were very cool. I picked up one of these. This is a good option for those of us that don't like have a yard to put some of the yardstake stuff in and don't have a lot of room to have that really cool big metal plant. This is just a little stake you can get for $1.99, and you can have your little monster plant just like in a bouquet or something. And there's this one also that has the eye. I don't think there was anything new down here, but I couldn't remember if I had shown before that this, which has the face area that lights up. And there's these big spiders. This web that has the spider mobile when there's wind. Come in, my pretties. This sparkly red smoke coming out of the cauldron. And then this, which I couldn't remember if we saw already, but I wanted to make sure we didn't miss it because it's very cool. We probably already saw this in the background, but I forgot to feature it. Oops. It's this big, kind of modernish shaped lantern, but then it has this old design of a very mysterious bird that almost looks like, I'm sure it's supposed to be like a raven, but it almost looks like a cross between like a raven but also a parrot. I don't know. Like, somehow that looks like a mysterious hybrid bird. But very cool idea of it, like, being in the cage like that. Oh, there's one with a try me thing on it. And it has the fake candle down there. I'm not sure if we've seen these skeletons here with the welcome sign. And then we were already over here, but I think I didn't show this because there were some folks in the way. But here's this sort of like 1920s gangster looking large skull. I don't know, we already seen this. Here it is. These metal bats that's like a wall hanging. Look at this cute little candy corn ghost that's also a pumpkin. Apparently I'm guessing the eyes on the skull are the thing that light up. Here is a vase that's shaped like a coffin. Here's an enormous raven for $44.99. Here we are at home. I think it's the 11th of August. And look at this candle. It's a snake wrapped around an apple. And then we've got these little versions of the big pumpkins that light up. Here's a it's like a red vampire looking, there's a coffin box, and it's all in a cauldron, and it's like some kind of a mix. It's a sangria cocktail mixer. Now, I don't have a yard, but if someone else did, look at these awesome plant stakes. I think there's another one down here. Oh, cute little candy corn ghost flag. Then there's also this one with the eye. And here's some little figurines that are, there we go, kind of like the candle, but it's a black snake. Here are some small beaded skeleton and a coffin pillows. Oh, and then here's a glittery tree that just stands up like that. Oh, and lights up. Then there's this wax melt that's the skull, and it comes in this kit of the cauldron wax melter. There's this candle in here, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not sure why it's electric skeleton though. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Some fake candles, and a little incense holder that's a black cat. And then there's this sort of like bloody brew cauldron candle. Here's a bleeding candle that it's kind of hard to see because of the color, but it's one of those veiled like cemetery statues. And here's this very cool house that I'd like to live in. Look at these funny little guys. They're weighted. They're very soft and fuzzy. And then they sit on the corner and have their little legs dangling down. I really like the fangs.